Wow. Look at us. We're here.
We're here.
I have 2 drinks tonight. Ooh, what are you drinking? Corona, what is that? Corona seltzer or something?
Nope.
Oh, it's not good.
Just a regular old.
Oh, sparkling water.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm drinking out of this wine glass. I'm drinking these things. The only redeeming quality, Cole got a redeeming quality when he turned 21. It was that he could buy booze and then leave it at my house. So I haven't tried one of these yet, but I'll let you know if they're any good. If they're good, then you can buy them for Mel. I mean, because like 4.5 seconds after she has the baby, she's going to want to drink. But
Yeah. That's all she's talked about is, as soon as I have this damn baby, I'm
awesome.
drinking wine.
Perfect. Perfect. I'll be right there with you, Mel Bell.
What is that?
It's supposed to be a Moscow Mule, but it's very carbonated. Woo! All right, let's try it out. Whatever. It's
not that good.
It's lackluster. It's fine. It just doesn't. It's not anything special.
I think I've got the makings for good Moscow mules in here.
I see. I don't have any. I don't
Is
have
it that
any
spicy stuff?
Ginger beer.
Oh, I do. Well, Mel Bell does. Come on, Bob Bell.
Well, of course.
Mel Bell.
Because Mel Bell is the Moscow Mule queen.
She is that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, John Martin says they are not good. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'm going to drink this, but it's not delicious. It doesn't taste bad. It's just like whatever, you know. I'll put it to you this way. If you got this at a restaurant and you paid like, $7 or $8 for it, you'd be like, Moscow Mule. You'd be like, that wasn't that great.
Not the best.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could doctor it up with some more booze and make it satisfactory, but
obviously,
whatever. Okay. So we have a Justin Martin coming in like 20 minutes or so.
Sweet.
I know. So red in the house, going to be awesome. So everybody get out your English Oklahoman dictionary. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be awesome.
You need the extra slang version of that. Slang times 2.
Yes. He almost should invite Cody also. I should tell him that.
Facebook would kick us off. There's no way that would last.
We'll see. So I was in Tucson for the K&N Southwest Showdown bracket race this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday live. Insane bracket racing, dude. When you're like a 4-pack gets sent home, holy shit. Like the racing was on point this weekend. There is no doubt. Lots and lots of 00. Peter Biondo, 00 all the way until day 2. He had 1 round where he was not 00 on the tree. He had 1 round where he was not 00 on the tree in a borrowed car. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, flew in. I said he was channeling his old man because he was wearing his late father's fire suit, which was really awesome. So
that is cool.
You, however, were in Gainesville, Florida, the state I love to not like. And it just gets easier and easier because the weather keeps getting shittier and shittier.
It was terrible.
It was frozen. It was raining. There was no qualifying.
Nope.
Tell us
there was record rainfall. The most rain they've had in whatever period of time they measured that on since 1919. So 100 years, roughly, a little more than that. It rained 10 inches. It rained 10 inches in like 3 days.
Jesus.
I've never seen pits flooded like they were flooded there anywhere. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. But we did not qualify. So I got there Monday night.
Yeah, you didn't qualify as in there was no qualifying sessions.
No. Yeah, like I got there Monday night. We made test runs on. No, I got there Tuesday night. We made test runs on Wednesday. Was literally in the lanes for our second test run, one of the 2 days, and it started raining and it never quit. We were supposed to qualify 2 rounds on Friday, 1 round Saturday morning, and have E1 Saturday afternoon. Well, Saturday afternoon, they call us to the lanes. It's like 40 some or 50 some degrees. It had rained earlier that day, so they were trying to cram as much as they could in on Saturday afternoon. They were in the lanes. Pro Stock Motorcycle oils the track from one end to the other, and they call us to the front of the lanes. And I guess you could say collectively as a group, we decided that we should not run when the track was 60 degrees and it was getting colder. They still had a cleanup to do, so we agreed to go into eliminations Sunday based on points from last year. There were several there who had no points from last year, so they had a little coin flip or Rochambeau. Figured out who was going to qualify where, and we went straight into E1. So anybody who did not test in the preseason, I guess you could call it, test session that the NHRA has in Gainesville, did not make a run there until E1.
Wow.
But I mean, really nothing. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Well, yeah.
Mother Nature is what it is. So I start 5th. I ran Jason Scruggs first round. We went to Darlington. Well, I told you when we were at Cheesecake Factory last Tuesday, that we had a less than stellar test session at Darlington. Right. We come to Gainesville, make some really nice runs. And so we felt confident that we were going to go down the racetrack in E1. Well, we made the best run we've made in turbo form since I've been driving. We went 574 at 256.
Which was awesome.
I left the line on time, and we move on to round 2. Chris Thorne, who, if you have paid attention, spoiler alert coming up, who went on to win the race, I had in E2, and he had been running very strong, and I turned it 002 red. Oh. He had me by 6 or so, 6 numbers, judging on his run from the round before. So, I knew that we had to get as much as we could get, and he gave it to me. He was like 91 letting go, and I was 002 red. We blew one of the boost reference or manifold pressure reference lines that goes to the blow-off valve. It actually broke the fitting on the intake and dumped all the boost out of it at like 3 seconds into the run anyway. So it really wouldn't have mattered. But had we made the run and I would have been green, we would have beaten Chris on a whole shot. But Chris went on to win the race. They ended up finishing all of the pro categories on Sunday afternoon. They had to finish some of the sportsman and Lucas Oil stuff on Monday. But they did a good job getting it in at least. So we didn't have as successful of a weekend as we wanted in Gainesville, but we still came out of there with decent points. And our next race is right here at home, the 4-wide nationals at ZMAX. So
forever from now, it feels like it's like 100 years from now. I know.
It's over a month.
So Ellen posted a photo. I think it was Ellen or somebody posted a photo with Cruz's pits right behind this big puddle that was normally not a puddle, but had a damn alligator in the puddle.
Yeah, and he cruised around that retention pond all weekend. So if you haven't already, you need to go to Instagram and go to Alex Laughlin's page. So amidst all this rain, Alex, being Alex, goes to Walmart and buys 4 remote control boats. They take them out there. So he throws one in the pond, drives it through the fence and out into the pond, and this alligator is out there. Well, he cruises by this alligator, right? Well, the alligator comes after the boat.
Yeah.
Grabs the boat, takes the boat underwater, And then when he figures out it's not a frog or whatever
Chicken
that
or whatever,
alligators
yeah.
eat, it spits it back out, and Alex drives the boat back to the
No
back to
way.
the shore. I'm serious. Like, you need to go. If you haven't seen it, you need to go look at it.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh,
But yeah, that alligator cruised around in that retention pond all weekend long. There's signs out there that warn you there is an alligator, or can be. But
right,
pretty
right.
much if you're in Florida and there's a pond, there's an alligator in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. You do need to go check that out if you haven't already.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, Doug was on here saying that too.
Yeah.
David Newbern in the house. Newbern has some exciting news to share. Not today.
Is he pregnant too?
Yes, he is.
Oh, cool.
No, but they did have some adventures. There's going to be some adventures coming up on a new roadkill in Finnegan's Garage. Let me tell you. While I'm out of town, of course, shit goes down in Texas. Figures every time, right?
Yeah.
But glad you are here. If you want to join Newbern, just text me and I'll send you the link, or send me a message on Facebook and I'll send you the link. Because you're more than welcome, of course, anytime. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. I'm just reading comments here. So Cheryl Farr, that was some of the best racing I've seen in years. I think she's referring to Tucson. We had a fire at Tucson. So, dude, a big ass fire. So Tucson Dragway is right on the freeway, right? So Interstate 10 east, it's actually going north and south there, but it's the eastbound side of Interstate 10. So it's like this, and the drag strip runs like this, okay?
Right.
So you make an exit, and you're on this road, you drive right next to the drag strip, and you pull into the Pima County Fairgrounds. There's a circle track there at the fairgrounds, too. That's probably, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so, maybe a mile from the drag strip. Just south of that, I don't know what it was. I heard it was a construction equipment yard. I've heard it was just a field. I don't know, but some shit caught on fire. And the wind was blowing it toward the drag strip, okay? And there was, oh, hell yes. We're going to break the internet here in a minute. And there was like some people going, because think about it. So there's a couple hundred big money bracket racers there. Then that means that there's $1 million, or sorry, there's $50 or $100 million in motorhomes alone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Toters. Not even talking about the stackers and race cars, dude. Like, it's not good. So that shit was burning. I had the live stream going with flames that had to be 30 or 40 foot tall. I mean, it was nuts. Luckily, it looked like it ran out of fuel and the officials got there and cleaned it up. But dude, it was a little sketch for a little while, let me tell you. But yeah, so for sure, fun. Okay, hold on. Look at who we have. Are you ready? Look at that guy.
What up,
Cody?
What is up, big dog?
what y'all doing?
Oh, look. Oh, wait, it gets better. Pow! We got ourselves a red too. Yes. Look at
What's up, dude?
y'all. You lovely sons of bitches. Look at Red's at work. He's got his name on his shirt right now.
Dude, that's so nobody forgets who they're talking to.
No
Plus,
way
they don't say boss,
Red is
right?
still working. It's
No,
8:20.
dude, I'm not working.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Hot rod. Cody, what are
He's
you
out there
doing?
cleaning
You're
the toter
definitely
home
not
up
working.
so we can go do
I'm
some
just
racing
sitting here
there
next to my
next
little
door to
pile.
Chad's little house this weekend.
Oh, are you coming
We're going to be at
out
the Motorplex.
Oh, yes, that's right. The radial races this weekend.
Yeah.
I better
Cody,
see
is
you
that where
there.
you're taking
You
your
in or
shit
not?
box?
Do what?
Is that where you're taking your shit box?
Yes, my pile is going to be there.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
so I should be coming there instead of going to XRP for the Midwest Pro Mod race. Is that what you're telling me?
100%.
Is anybody going to make it down the racetrack this year?
For sure.
Oh, shit. Did I say that
Sure.
out loud? Sorry. Cody's like, I got it. No problem.
Yeah, my paw will go down a dirt road, so we're
See? Hey.
Prove it. Prove it.
good.
Prove it.
Hey, all the new upgrades. Can't wait to try them out.
I just know that last time you couldn't believe how quick and fast it went, and you were giddy like a little kid. So I just want to see that again.
I know. Hey, if it does what I think it's going to do, it's going to be mint.
Mint.
When are you guys getting down here?
Probably around like 5 or 6 on Friday.
Okay.
Since it's March, we can't. That's why we ain't going to Sweet 16. I've got guys rotating through vacation since it's like spring break and they all got kids. So
Right.
So I can't go to Donald's little situation. So me and Cody are going to go to Barrett's, and I'm going to take my mom with me. My mom's going to ride in the motorhome. She hadn't been to see us race in a long time.
No, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
And you're not, are you taking your car, Red?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So for people that don't know, tell us about this race that's coming up this weekend. It's at Ennis at the Texas Motorplex.
Yeah, it's Barrett Green and Michael Hollis. The Radial Roundup, they did it a few years, I guess. I told Barrett back end of last year when I see him at Ducks Race that we'd like to come because it's literally 5 hours from the house. I know to a lot of people that sounds like a long ways, but
that's probably the
100%
closest
of our
race
races
you've
are
done.
12
Yeah.
to 20 hours away. So
Right.
anyway, he said that he was going to try to manipulate the rules to let an LDR style car run. So I told him if he did, me and Cody'd bring some stuff down there and have a good time.
That's cool.
That's all I really know about it. I've never been there before. I don't know how big it is, how small it is. I really don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? But if Barrett's involved, it's definitely going to be a good time, regardless if the racing happens
That's
or not.
a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
True.
Cody, if all the stars align, Cody, and White Lightning gets down the racetrack,
He said White Lightning.
How fast do we think that the old truck is going to go?
I would love to see some sort of 5.0s. That would be pretty static.
Okay, so show everybody, move your fat head out of the way and show them what we're talking about.
Oh, White Lightning. I like that, Cody. That sounds better than the White Dime. The White Dime sounds...
I know, not as good. White Lightning does work.
Yeah, Lyle pinned it right on the head there, I think.
It's got a cute little Pro Charger on it.
It does.
How big is the Pro Charger?
It is a F1A 94.
And how big is the engine?
It's 358 inches.
358 cubic inches of hell yes.
It's a 350.
How much boost are you shoving in that little bastard?
About 32-ish.
Dang.
So
brother.
then that sucker, have you
what
dynoed it?
What about the brakes, baby?
I'm gonna
TBM
say
brakes.
it makes 1,200 at the tire. Then
when me and Pete was talking about it in Huntsville, from what I gathered, what he was saying, to be able to go 130 at right, it was at 3,040 pounds or something like that. He said it's got to be somewhere in that 1,200 horsepower range. Has to be.
Yep. Yes.
Give or take. You know, I've never been on the dyno, none of that stuff.
Yep. I figured that's awesome. I love it. So Red, that's what, like 100 or 200 more than the 283 in your little hot rod.
Yeah, for sure. I run a little bit. I run 2 Pro Chargers. So
yeah,
that's where he got me. Well,
you know how much more
doesn't
power.
Matter because my car doesn't have as cool a name as White Lightning. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
Now wait. Now you do know though, Red, your car would be faster if you hooked the belt up to both of them Pro Chargers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, shoot. I don't think I'm ready for those problems.
I don't know if White Lightning's better or Tidy Whitey.
I got Tidy Whitey.
I feel like White Lightning's such a good name. You're wanting to change beer money and you're wanting to steal it back from Cody.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Nice.
So this weekend at the bracket races in Tucson, Nate Hershey is, announcing with Mike Eames, and Nate somehow gets on this thing talking about cities in the United States with screwed up names, right? So people start doing all these ones, and there's a bunch of weirdo ones in Arkansas and stuff. And I said, well, how about Sugar Tit, South Carolina? And they were like, there's no way. I was like, the hell there ain't. And I sent it to him, and dude, they couldn't believe it. He's like, single greatest name in the damn country, Sugar Tit. I said, well, so he's like, how do you know about Sugar Tit? I said, there's a moonshine company there. He goes, of course there is. So
Yeah,
I'm
Cody,
like, it just happened.
every funny town name's got to be known for something great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cody, if you don't have like really trashy, like those airbrush T-shirts and some kind of sweet sticker in the back glass of White Lightning by this weekend, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can come up with.
T-shirts. What do they call? Are those tie-dyed? Is that what you're talking about, the tie-dyed, or like the
No,
ones
no.
they used to make?
No,
at
the
fair?
ones like they make at the beach. Yeah, and at the fair. You know where you
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
beside
yeah.
your girlfriend and they paint you, right?
Yeah.
Airbrush.
That's
Yeah.
White Lightning's T-shirt. Folks.
Oh, that is
Dude,
nice.
okay. So, and you know that you can get the vinyl, die-cut vinyl to put a sticker in the back window, like anywhere. Like that
Yeah.
shit you can have, like that can happen tomorrow.
Oh,
Cody,
yeah.
you just need like mailbox letters and just put white, however you spell
Oh
white.
my
White
God.
lightning.
Dude,
Back,
you
white.
need the reflective ones? Yeah, the reflective mailbox
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah.
It's
Holy
getting real
shit.
trashy up in here.
It's nice. Real nice
and
park.
then use like some white, like Rust-Oleum paint that you brush on a lightning bolt that's kind of half-assed, like straight out of the AC/DC logo or something.
Man,
Nice.
hush.
Holy
There's
crap.
so much good.
Cody, you better get to work. There's all kinds of good ideas.
No
floating in.
doubt. No
I
doubt.
know. We're going to make that damn truck of yours famous.
It's
Okay,
all
so
good.
can I expect, I know Red's car's fast and it's the sexiest, lowest, most badass Nova on the planet, but the only disappointing thing, it doesn't do wheelies. And I love wheels up launches. So have we got the damn S10 to just carry the wheels out there good? Or
Well,
what?
I hope after the. How can I turn this around? No, can I turn the thing around?
I
Sure.
don't think
Push
so.
the button.
I don't think you can.
I don't think I can either.
Okay.
Well, here, let me see if I can.
You really
see
got
that?
it. It's not like we've been racing that truck at Cody's. for a
Oh,
long time.
dang.
We literally just started really making rips with it middle of last season. So
No, I know. Yeah.
yeah. So the truck, like the first time we went out, the truck went like 580s. Then the next time it went 60s, then 40s, then it went in then went in the teens. So we're just clicking away at it. So
Cody, were those mincers you just teased us with?
Them are the mincers to the front.
Nice.
Little short, stubby bastards.
So
yeah, so when
Dude.
we went to Huntsville last year, it was lacking it's already got mincers in the back, but it was lacking in the front shock department. So over the winter, Cody put some mincers on the front, and this is going to be the exhibition pass with them. So
yep,
Dude,
new
it's
arms,
gonna be-
new front, new shocks.
It's going to be the ticket.
Yeah.
I was running out of fuel system at Huntsville,
Right.
and so we went ahead and upgraded that. So that was a winter upgrade. So all new fuel system, new arms, new shocks. I guess
who'd you go
that's it.
to for that fuel system?
Do what?
I said, who'd you go to for that fuel system?
The only place to buy race car parts. I mean, there's no other place.
Wait. I may have this place. Right, look at that. Right there.
My
I got
God.
it. Look at
Motion
that.
Raceworks.
It's on the screen even.
Motion
Bam.
Raceworks, baby.
Now, do you have the bead locks on the back of that thing yet?
Yeah. let me
Oh
go
my
show
gosh,
them.
are you guys serious? What
Yeah,
kind
I've
of name would White Lightning be if it wasn't full
Oh.
on?
Man.
Woo!
Max
Full
Fab to
on
the
party
front.
mode, dude.
See, look at that. Both
Yeah.
sponsors on the
Yeah, I was
page
listening to
and
you,
on
Bill.
the damn coat.
Yeah.
Mac Fabulous, son.
Yep.
Look at, you know what? Here
That's
he
old
is.
school.
He's the late addition to the show, and he's the guy that brings it, dude. Like, I'm not even wearing my motion hat tonight. Like,
But there it
dude,
is.
Cody winning right there.
You
Winning.
gotta support your boys. They support
I know,
me.
dude.
Gotta
I
support them
support
guys.
my boys, but damn, son.
Hey, one day we're all gonna be broke, so we need some cool friends. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah, no
yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Doug's a good one.
One day happened several years ago for me. Oh, shit.
I told Melissa we was going to have to lock her belly if it gets much bigger and keep that baby in there for the right amount
Nice.
of time.
Tight. I don't
Yeah.
think you want them problems, Lau. I think you're probably ready for that thing to come out.
She is. But yeah, she is. We were talking about that
I
before.
don't even think she's ready for that. She needs that thing to bake a little longer.
Yeah.
Doug Cook in the house. Dude, Dougie Fresh, I sent you the link. You can join too. This new setup here, we can have like 8 or 10 people in it.
That's dangerous.
I know.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Chad's got 7 or 8 friends that would get on here and be humiliated.
Oh no. It's not good. Hey, you know what? Remember Lyle and I said we were going to do the big happy hour party we were planning, remember, on Zoom and whatever? Dude, we had so many people that were like telling us all the crazy shit they were going to do that we're like, this is probably a bad idea to do this live. Like, I just don't think this is good.
I don't know. I'm rethinking that. I think we should still do it.
Okay, I'm in. If you want to do it, I'll make it happen. Maybe we do it for the charity deal and we make people pay $10 a piece and they can be in
We
it.
could do that. You
Like
think
it's cover
Doug's not
charge.
on because he's harvesting chicken eggs or something?
Probably.
He's been getting them double yolk units. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey,
Probably.
when we're over there eating breakfast, Molly and him don't offer up them double yolk units, so I don't.
Yeah. Dude, and I would like that to me is a prime egg right there. I want a double yolk unit.
No doubt.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I don't think we're going to get any of those.
probably
yeah,
not.
That's definitely not happening. Definitely not happening.
Oh, that's it. Molly says that's exactly what he's doing. Like she's saying in the chat, that is exactly what he's doing. Harvesting eggs right now. I want video of the chickens like laying eggs and stuff. I want we need a lot. Dude, do you know how many people would watch that shit if you just had a GoPro running 24 hours a day on your chickens? You know that one of the biggest things on YouTube is them damn bald eagles and they got a nest with a camera on it and like a million people watch that shit at one moment in time.
I'm sure it could all be some pretty good content if you want to chase a bunch of chickens around.
Cody,
Does the chicken
do they have
Bog says, "Oh, there is Dougie Fresh is in the house. Hold on. What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up, dudes? All I want to know is, does Melissa know Lyle's in the living room doing this? Because she needs to kick him back out to the garage.
She's actually right on the other side of the phone eating strawberries with whipped cream squirted on.
Dang!
I love her.
It's hot.
I love where her head's at. When we started, before we went live, me and Lyle are sitting here talking, and we're talking about drinks, and I said I was gonna have these, and we were talking about drinking, and Mel's like, "God, I just want this baby out so I can have some wine."
I guarantee it.
Oh yeah. Like what happened? They fucked that up. It used to be that you could have wine when you were pregnant. Like that was supposed to be good. Now they decided
you still can
it's not.
have a glass, but
dude, I'm a product of the 70s. I mean, pregnant people walked around drinking beer and smoking cigarettes while they was pregnant. You know what I mean?
Only the best ones.
I turned out.
Doug, how many eggs? How many eggs did y'all get today?
We're getting a smooth 3 to 4 a day now. So
today.
Really producing.
4 today.
Nice.
Let's go.
We're getting double yolks like it's our business. So
really,
there you see.
That's really.
Like, do you know which chicken is the double yolk chicken?
Yeah, we got one that looks like a turkey, and that's definitely giving us the double yolk.
Happens to be that.
It's like a 40-pound chicken.
No. Okay, now how big a piece of property do you have in Florida?
It's an acre.
Okay.
We got a lot.
Does anybody else in your neighborhood have chickens?
There's several people that have chickens. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just not allowed to have roosters, but I mean,
they didn't say anything about 50-pound hens, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we just get some big old hens.
You know what I would do? I would get one, and then they came and complained. I'd be like, "That ain't a rooster. That's a cock. What are you talking about?"
Leave my cock alone.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, hey, do not touch that. You aren't invited. You ain't allowed to touch that. I'm just saying.
Assault, brother.
Doug, have y'all caught up with orders at TBM yet?
No, not yet. We're diligently working on it, but
Yeah, I love it when you keep posting up stuff. You're like, not complaining, but we caught up, except you people are ordering more shit now.
What's our bugs?
yeah, it's kind of crazy. A lot of race cars being built, which is good for everybody. So,
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Jason and them, they got their work cut out for them, but it's a good problem to have.
Oh yeah. So let's talk a little bit about TBM though. So I know that obviously all the main operations are down there in Florida, but you do have, and you're moving machining operations in-house that used to be outsourced, but
Yep.
you also have some stuff going on at the Main Motion headquarters as far as machining, right? So what's happening where? Or can you talk about that?
It's like we thought we opened a second shift to keep up. I mean, it's this whole made in USA thing's kind of taken off, and so we opened a second shift, and that wasn't quite good enough. So we're just we're ordering a Swiss machine. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's like a screw machine. You can just basically load parts and just walk away for like days at a time. So
Nice.
just a little bit of that. Just trying to make as much productivity out of the small building we got there till we get a new bigger building. So
are you already planning on getting a bigger building for TBM?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not for TBM, not yet.
Okay.
So
when do you break ground on the new building at Motion headquarters?
June or July is when they're going to start moving dirt.
Nice.
And how long do they suspect it'll take before you're able to move in?
Well, the building package won't be here till it went from a 3-month lead time to a 10-month lead time, so it won't be here till November.
Yeah. Yep, that is the world of construction right now.
Yeah,
Hey, check these units out.
Nice.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Let me move you to the big. Oh,
Yes.
damn.
The Bubba's buddies.
Dude. Oh, Bubba's buddies.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, we've been. It's funny because we've been coming home at night. Molly and I started that nonprofit, and I feel like I'm starting Motion all over again because we come home and box mugs up and stuff, ship them out.
But everything's going good, right? I mean, when I talked to Molly during sick week, she was really excited.
Yeah, we actually the racing community and dogs go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and so kind of
You ain't wrong.
the whole Motion families rallied around this Bubba's Buddies thing, and we've raised like $25,000 in 2 months for this charity, which we're gonna we're working with 4 universities who are putting together this research project for DM to try and cure it.
Yeah.
And so when we first contacted them, they were like, "Oh yeah, great! I'm glad you guys are excited." And we're like, "No, we're raising like real money, and we want to help you." And they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh." So now Molly has a lot of like almost weekly meetings with the top researchers there about it. So it's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
How is Bubba doing?
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Dude, Bubba is kind of like a freak of nature. You know, they said like from the day that he got diagnosed, they're like, yeah, he probably has 6 to 12 months, and we're like 15 months in, and this dude just figured out how to use his wheels. We call it his hot rod because I don't like the term wheelchair.
Yeah.
And when you put him in that thing, you can't keep up unless you're running, dude. He takes off down the street.
That's awesome.
It's
Nice.
pretty hilarious.
So does it have radials on it? That's what I want to know.
Hard tires. He's all about that. No.
Oh, he is. He's okay. Good. He's a hard tire. That's fine. That's all right. That's legit. That's legit. So, okay. Speaking of radials, is the bounty official, or will it be official for Drag and Drive events? Yeah. How is that working?
Well, I got to make sure it's well represented. You know, we got. But by sick week, it'll definitely be official. But we got to have some like real players in the game. We got like the Volvo wagon, Red's car, my car. We got to have some real heavy hitters that it'll be official.
Yeah.
Speaking of Red, how is the Nova coming along?
That's just what I was going to ask.
Dude, it's coming slower than I hope, but at least it's on the jig. I got to see it at Ride Height. So that's always a cool moment. like a whole back corner of my shop full of pink Chevy 2 parts that I can't wait to put on there. But
Chad, you know how funny it is that Red is building a purpose-built drag and drive car? Like 2.5 years ago, he's like, "Yeah, I'll go on one of them with you, but I'm only doing one."
I know.
And he instantly calls me back. I'll do the next one with you. And now he's like, "We're a team."
Yeah.
dude, it's sunk freaking in. I mean, this orange car does it for me still, but that pink car is just gonna be enjoyable at a whole different level. You know what I mean?
Cody, are you joining Red?
If my boss says I can be off work, definitely going to be there.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need a
Yeah,
better
we'll
boss.
definitely have to get Cody to go to one. You know what I mean?
100%.
It'll definitely change everybody's outlook on making it. You know what I mean? But what's weird is like actually where we live, there's quite a bit of people in this area that I've never seen them at a drag strip around here or ever, but they're all like drag and drive freaks, and they've been trying to get into a drag and drive event for like years. Well, now that they see me at these drag and drive events, they are blowing me up trying to see if there's a railroad back door to get into these drag and drives. You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah.
So
Like
the
I
VIP pass of drag and drive events. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The hey, you know, and I'm not bashing on anybody with this, dude, because some people have very good reasons. But I've had some really cool stories that are people that you really want to be on, you know, these events, and they've contacted us and said, hey, if we can't get in like a regular person, is this something that you're interested? Should we come? You know, that kind of stuff. And it's cool. The enthusiasm is cool, but it's also it's crazy because
there's so many cool cars out there that you don't see at the drag strip that I feel like there's not really a lot of top tier cars at drag and drives. Like, you know what, you get 350 cars and you get literally like 25 of them that are really, you know, 850 or faster cars. I feel like there's so many more out there that either don't know about the events, can't get off work, or can't get in. You know what I mean? To show, you know what I mean? Because there's so many daily drivers, there's so many other cars. I feel like that. I'm not going to say, I mean, I'm not going to say they're plugging up the deal, but I just think that there's a lot more cool cars out there that people don't even know about that could be showcased at these drag and drives if it was a little easier to get in, or the fact that there's more of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I think now that there's so many popping up, it's definitely going to give people opportunity. It's just, you know, you got what 5 this year, 5 main ones plus some little weekend ones. So that's pretty cool.
Well, and I think that one of the interesting things is that, you know, people that used to think of these as, I don't know, as not a big challenge, right? Guys that, you know, some of them talk smack and are like, who cares? That's easy. I could totally run quicker than that, you know, whatever. There's so many of them now that have tried and go, oh, holy shit, we were wrong. Like, this is way harder than you think, you know? And I mean, the real deal is, and I'm going to use White Lightning as the example here, right? Like Cody's truck, you know, that thing's badass, but you know, you're going to drive 2,000 miles in it during a week. That's like a jillion drag strip passes. I mean, literally it's the same as seasons worth of racing, you know, not a season. It's like 5, 6, 7, 10 seasons worth of drag racing for a lot of people, you know? So, because going down the racetrack isn't shit. I mean, it's going down the road that's the big deal.
Yeah, 100%.
The very first one I went to with Doug, we're out there and I'm like, man, this is pretty easy. We got this shit under control. And he said, remember, we still got to drive this thing 350 miles later. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we better turn it back a notch or 2.
Well, okay, so here's something I've been wanting to ask you guys. And so now I'm going to get the opportunity. How in the holy hell did you flip the damn trailer? I still don't understand how this happened.
Can we go back to White Lightning, please?
No, no. I want to know how in the hell did you flip the damn trailer over and
Well,
then
actually, I didn't
subsequently
do it. The
teach
Mustang
Derek how
flipped
to do it
The
too?
Mustang flipped it. I was just sitting in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Well,
Ironically, that trailer had already flipped previously on Rocky Mountain 1 this year.
really?
It's got to have a bent axle or something, so it's just got to do a cartwheel every once in a while. I don't know.
What had happened was
What happened was
I'm probably gonna embarrass Red, but he's
No,
like,
hell, you can't embarrass me. I promise you.
what did we have for lunch? I'm trying to remember.
Waffle House breakfast.
Waffle House breakfast. Yeah. And,
sounds awesome to me.
And I'm like, yeah, this might not be a good idea later. And sure enough, we're driving down the road.
Yep.
It started raining. Red's like, man, I gotta use the facilities. And
Yep.
we turn.
So
we're
gonna have to find a store pretty quick. You know what I
he's
mean?
like, we're gonna have to make some real moves here.
But
So-
the thing was, we had like a good convoy going.
Yeah.
I mean, a good convoy, no breakdowns. I mean, we're just cruising. It's
Yeah.
freaking raining. We got no windshield wipers. You know what I mean? So we're just cruising. I'm like, okay, I think I spot a store, but I want to look in the rear view and make sure that Andy or Prika wasn't like 3 inches off the back of the trailer before I cob into these TBMs. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so they weren't, luckily. And I got on the brakes and felt the car skid, which wasn't a big deal. I lifted off the brakes and got the car straightened back up and was just hoping the trailer didn't come into the back glass of the car. And about the time I got stopped, I couldn't. I mean, I was trying to ask Doug a question, and he was laughing so hard I couldn't get an answer out of him. And by the time I got out of the car, we already had the trailer balled back up. 15 people standing on the side of the road watching, and nobody had a camera or anything out to nail this awesome footage. You know what I mean?
The best part is it hurled 2 5-gallon cans of E85 across 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
landed at these guys' feet who were also doing thick
punted these things 60 good feet into the ditch, and we still use those cans the whole trip.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm telling you, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. You know what I mean?
Classic.
I will tell you that the plastic that fuel jugs are made out of is magic.
No, these were metal.
Those
No,
are
these
metal.
were metal fuel cans.
Oh, pails.
Yeah,
These
pails.
were metal pails.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so all I could think of is when I got out of the car and didn't see the pails, I was like, those pails are going to be in the freaking front windshield of somebody's car over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be.
Luckily, they
on
just
fire.
went off in the ditch, and luckily they were reusable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That
know-
is that's something, all right, boys.
Chat,
That
do
is
you
something.
know with
Yep.
El Toro on this sick week, the only thing we did was change tires the whole week. We didn't even.
No
We
way.
did not one other piece of maintenance or work. We didn't look at anything.
Yep.
That's it.
Hey,
Wow.
like literally, like after we left the first track, I tried to talk Doug out of even taking a trailer. I was like, let's
Yeah.
just
I'll be right
ratchet
back,
the
boys.
tires
You
and
keep
wheels
talking
down on
among
the deck lid.
yourselves.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Red's like, we don't even know what to do with a Coyote anyways. Let's just leave the tools behind.
yeah,
So no spark plugs, no nothing.
Nothing.
no, hell no. I think we
That's
checked
impressive.
the tranny fluid. I think we checked the tranny fluid after Georgia because we made literally like 5 licks within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think we checked the tranny fluid, and then I guess we changed it once we got back to Florida. But that's it,
Yep.
Now, what about Prika smoking the deer in the Nova?
dude. You guys should have seen this Nova rolling up in the gas station. We're like, okay, somebody call AAA. This thing needs to roll back to Florida.
Yeah, it was definitely some Tommy Boy shit like, you're done. You know?
Yeah, dude, it was
What'd you
without a
do?
freaking doubt. Doug said, if you would have rolled up into this gas station with that deer in the back seat, that would have been the only better thing.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Yeah,
and
it
the
was-
freaky thing is like, I mean, me and Cody live in like a rural area. I mean, there's freaking deer. I mean, driving down my road, you'll see 10 deer. But when we're driving through those roads we were on, dude, them were big old bucks. You don't see those type of deer just cruising around my yard. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
cruising through there seeing some big bucks, and dude, all three of us are pretty tight together. And then next thing you know, Prikis says, I hit a deer. And you're like, well, how do you react? I mean, do you need an ambulance? Do you need a wrecker?
Right.
What's going on? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, when he pulled up, there was no way that thing was going to keep going. It had almost pinky-sized finger holes in the side of the radiator, just shooting
dude, it
water
looked
out.
like somebody took a 410 shotgun through this radiator.
And I think we
They
put
come
about
out. Hey,
14.
Doug comes out of the store with like 4 cans of stop leaking. It stops leaking. It's
It
something.
stopped
Did it really?
Dude, they raced the car the next 3 days with this
With that-
radiator, and it never leaked a drop ever.
And I saw y'all were pulling the subframe and shit back out with another truck or something, or
No,
with
with
some
the-
ratchet straps.
The
We
corner
hooked a
post of the
ratchet
gas
strap
station.
Yeah.
around the awning strut at like a Shell gas station, and we were just rocking the car back and forth till it pulled everything out of because it had done run the fan and everything into the water pump. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
So it was so freaking funny. It's the things you would do at like a salvage yard if you were trying to get this electric fan off this old 70 model Nova. Grab that tractor and let's try to peel the front end out of it. We're doing it to this awesome freaking Nova that's got the front end caved in. So
have they started
Dude, but
repairing
hey,
that thing?
them two guys, they were so freaking proud to drive out of that place.
Fuck, I
Both
would've been too.
headlights working. It was so freaking comical, dude.
Yeah,
It was so comical.
Prike's dad loves racing that car so much that they just put a new radiator in it. Now they're going to race all year with it wrecked like that. They don't even care.
Yeah. The front
Whatever.
bumper, the old freaking factory GM chrome bumper, not even a dent in it. But
Of course
everything
not.
else,
Wrecked.
oh yeah, it looks like you took its head right off from the grill, the hood, everything else. So, but yeah, dude, when
What,
it rolled up in the gas station, I was like, what are we supposed to do with this? You know?
Freaking fix it, man.
Yeah.
Doug, you guys got the Freedom 500 coming up? Oh, we just got.
Yeah. Are you going to come down and drive the Bald Eagle or what, dude?
I think I probably should.
Oh,
What weekend is that?
April
Second.
2nd.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Molly's checking. I don't know. I'll have to get back with you. Might have to get back with you.
Hurry up, Molly. Work quick.
Work quick.
Jesus.
Old truck stops getting after it.
Yeah, whatever.
Chasing down them
Red,
double yokers.
Red, what are you? You said you're putting an LT the same as Doug, kind of a very similar setup to what Doug's putting in or has in his Nova and yours.
So nothing but the intake manifold is getting reused off Doug's old motor. So Pete's building me and Doug the HED LT. So
Yeah, we thought we salvaged the heads, and then Pete called me one day and let me know that they were also broken. So,
Oh, perfect.
yeah. So Pete and Jay are going to be screwing these things together. And I talked to Pete this week to kind of just see how it's coming. And he's still waiting on pistons, but he says any day. So once the pistons show up, then hopefully start buckling some stuff together. So
Nice.
give it a try and
Doug-
see. You know what I mean? It's definitely a different platform. I've never even owned a small block Chevrolet. I've owned nothing but big block Chevrolets my whole life. So
he don't want that horsepower.
Big block
yeah,
red.
Tree
big block
fitty.
red.
White Lightning's tree fitty. I don't know. I was pretty impressed with the LT deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The LS stuff's been played out. Everybody around here knows I'm just not a big LS fan. It just seems like the easy way out. I'm just like, you know what I mean? But
It
the
is.
Gen 1 stuff was always cooler to me. But that LT deal, I think we can go pretty far with it. You know what I mean?
Doug, has Larry gave you any lead time on the Nova?
No, I actually, he's going to call me back tomorrow on it, but it's I think they got a pretty full shop. So I'd like to say
Like
I'd like to say
anybody
we're
else
further
in the
along, but
chassis
I don't
world?
think it's super far along. So
You did say that there was more damage to the car than originally thought, but that was probably a good thing to have, realized that. I mean, I know that's good and bad news kind of situation. But
yeah, it's like every time they peel a layer back on the onion, they found another bad one below it. And
So, what kind of changes are going to happen to the car that maybe wouldn't have happened if it had been superficial?
we're just. I don't know that a lot more are going to happen. We're just concentrating on getting it lighter, but we want it to still be the same car. You know, it still needs to be a steel car. I mean, if I wanted to build
it's really no different than any other car you've raced for a season or two. You're like, well, let's try to move some weight in the build so we're not just piling lead on it. You know what I mean? Just a few
Right.
things, but the car freaking works good. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Obviously drives good. Lyle's driven it. You know what I mean? So
Dude, that thing drives. It's like a Cadillac.
it is a
dude,
Cadillac.
it's
You
so
don't- literally,
freaking
you
cool.
don't-
I mean, it's just a cool car. You know what I mean? Being an all steel car with all the chrome on it.
Well, we're kind of where we're at now. Like whatever car gets done first, mine or Red's is the one we'll be concentrating on. You know, if Red's gets back from the chassis shop, I'll fly down and we'll work on his, and mine gets done, we'll do that. So
Right.
So what's happening
Cody,
to
are we
yours,
gonna-
Red? And for the people that are at home watching that don't know about yours, explain to them the scenario and how you got this thing and what it really is, because this is pretty rad. Like, it's a cool old story.
I mean, I'm always one of them guys that likes to get a hold of a car with a cool story, just like the Nova that I've got here that I've had for 22 years. So I've been looking for the right Chevy 2 for 5 or 6 years. And I've looked at rust buckets. I've looked at cars that are $45,000 for a roller, and I look at them and I want stuff changed on them. They're just another car. Somebody's, had a chassis shop weld together and they put some paint on it. But so Dan Shawnick, everybody knows Dan, was on vacation and stopped at an estate sale to look at a Mustang that he had heard was for sale at this estate sale. He goes through there and to look at this Mustang, this convertible Mustang, which he showed me a picture of, which is pretty gangster, nice little barn find. And he finds the Chevy 2 next to it. And so he just immediately buys it. And then he calls me and says, hey, I bought this car. I know you're going to want it. I know you're going to want it. And he sent me a couple pictures and I had it shipped out here to me. And he said, this thing's been a race car almost its whole life. And he said that Dan Parker had done the chassis and stuff on it in the late 80s, early 90s, right? And so I get this car home. I'm looking at it. It's all decaled up, just like you would think of 80s, 90s, 66 Nova. It's got 1633 tires under the back, wheel drag lights on it. It's got a small block with a turbo 400 in it, and it hasn't ran in almost 20 years. So I get it. I drug it out of the transporter, showed up an enclosed trailer, and I drug it out with my tractor lawnmower because it was on flat tires. And I got out here and I started checking a few things in the motor. Next thing you know, I got it running. Put air in the tires. Me and Cody took it around the block. Took it around the block. Then I got Dee Dee in the car. We took it around the block.
Sketchy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So got everything running, and I sold the complete drivetrain out of it. And now it's, like I said, now it's on a jig. It's a one owner car until I got it. It's sitting on a jig now, and it's literally got perfect sheet metal inside and out, except for where the tubs are. Perfect. No rust, no bolts broke off coming out. I mean, this thing was clean as a pin, and we're about to cut the back half out of it. So,
of course.
So wait, now you said Dan Parker, as in like blind machinist Dan Parker built this car originally? Dude, that's awesome.
That is cool.
Now,
So-
I mean, it's a ladder bar back half, like a 6-point cage, so it's not safe enough for what I'm going to do with it. So it's really kind of shames me to take it out, because that story, it would have been cool to be able to kind of implicate a lot of the chassis he had already done with what we want to do. But at the end of the day, it just couldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
so you're going to run a big tire on it.
No, I've got, shoot, dude, I've got
you know better than that.
I've got a set of 12s. I've got a set of 14s, so we can run 275s or 315s on it. But it'll be a 4-link car, strut front end, Smith's Racecraft strut front end, all Mincers, all TBM, you know what I mean? So it's going to still be all steel, all glass, windshield wipers, dome light. You know what I mean? It ain't getting AC. It ain't. I mean, it's not going to be that type of street car, but it's just going to be a cool old car, and it's still going to look like a car that was raced in 6.0 index in the freaking 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna leave it pink and just as you had found it, right?
Yeah, so the pink paint is not really that bad, but they've got all the bracket race decals like along the whole lower half of the car. So
And you're leaving
I've already started taking them off, and I'm just gonna take all of my sponsors decals and see if we can retro them and put them along the bottom of the car. So it literally
Right.
It ought to look pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I love it.
Hey, Chad, can we talk about? I just want to hear it because I think it's kind of cool that they finally beat the carbureted record in Pro Stock. Is that what I heard?
Yes. So a couple of records fell in that are Pro Stock records in Gainesville. So Pro Stock motorcycle and Pro Stock car, because, and Lyle, you can tell me, was it 3,500 feet below sea level at one point?
Holy
the
moly.
DA there?
Wow.
It was. It could have been, but I know in my trailer it was the most I saw was 2,600, which is still ridiculous. But that just happened to be when I was looking at the weather station. And I know when elimination started on Sunday, it was like 600 or 800 feet below, and it wasn't above sea level until like the second round of eliminations or something ridiculous. But it was insane, you know. And the track was pretty decent. Like I'm sure you guys know, but when you get that kind of rainfall at a racetrack, you have to start over. You know, like the water gets under the rubber, it bubbles it, you know, it delaminates it essentially. And the NHRA, the safety safari, had to start over. And they got a pretty good racetrack back up underneath us in a matter of hours, which, as you guys know, usually takes days when you scrape one from one end to the other.
Right.
But, yeah, the air was ridiculous, and everybody was hauling ass. And there were several first-time winners. Trip Tatum won Top Fuel, and I don't think he'd ever even been to a final round before, and was the number one qualifier, which some people discredit that some because there was only one round of qualifying, but he still went 367 in the first round.
I think,
but here's the thing. So NHRA, every big show in NHRA history until the last couple of years had 4 rounds of qualifying. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, then they went to 3 rounds of qualifying. Well, nobody said, nobody that qualifies number 1 in the 3 qualifying session years counts because you used to have 4. Like, so that's fucking stupid. Right. Anybody that says it doesn't count is just being a bitch because they weren't the ones that ran the fastest in the, in the 1 round of qualifying. And whether or not he would have been number 1 if there were 2 or 3 doesn't matter because there weren't 2 or 3. Right. So And Karen's Stouffer went 66 at 204 some shit on the
something
bike.
Crazy like that.
Ridiculous. Yeah. And
Erica went 645 at 213 miles an hour. Went 414 to the 8th.
Yes. It's the first 40s run in like legit 40s run in Pro Stock history. So,
well, there were several throughout qualifying, like Dallas, or I think there were 4 or 5 throughout qualifying, a couple in the rounds of eliminations. But yeah, I mean, and I think I'm pretty sure that the carbureted record was a 47 with a 1.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
I think so.
Erica went 45-0.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah,
and I've been a Pro Stock fan forever, and I still am. It's still epic drag racing, and until you drive a car that you have to shift like that quickly, it's insane. With 4 gear changes, 5 speeds. There are shifts happening at a couple of points during that run that are happening in way less than a second apart. Okay. And when you're in the zone in a Pro Stocker like that, you're waiting for the shift light to come on. And it sounds ridiculous to say that, but I mean, I remember being in a pro stocker at Roy Hills, and in 0.7 of a second between shifts, I'm like, did I miss the shift light? Like, why is this fucking thing not coming on? And then, oh no, there it is. Okay, cool. Right? Like that's how much your brain has to slow down. You know, you're talking about twice as many shifts as you're doing in a pro mod car or anything else, right? I mean, it's awesome. And the racing is insane, and those cars leave so damn hard when you consider that they're naturally aspirated. It's awesome. And the only reason that pro stock, and for that matter, any class in NHRA drag racing, is not as popular as it used to be is because NHRA trained people not to care about them. So, you know, they trained everybody to go to a national event, watch the fuel cars, and then leave the pit or leave to go to the pits. So it's not that they wanted to not be. Hey,
DD.
The brains of the operation there, and the looks, by the way. But you know, yeah. What is she trying to horn in, and you won't even let her? Look at that.
I don't
He's
know.
elbowing
I
her out
got no
of the
idea
way.
what's going on over here?
But yeah, so pro stock is great, and I am glad to see that they got some accolades with some big records. That's awesome, and people were seriously excited about it. It was a really big deal with a carburetor, like you said.
It really just goes to show you that, like, even radial stuff, whatever it is, people remember the records. They don't care who won. I hate to say it, but like, I haven't heard that much talk about pro stock in 5 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And everywhere I look, it's like record. So there's still a lot of things to be said about setting records. You know, that's what people want to see.
Yeah, and you know, I've you know said this, and I know we've all had this conversation before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how quick cars are that are racing each other on the drag strip. It only matters that they're going down it together, right? I mean, we could sit there and before a pair of cars left the starting line, we could decide on numbers to put on the scoreboard and then send 2 cars down the drag strip. And if they're side by side going down the drag strip, it doesn't matter whether those numbers are 845, 645, 345. Like, nobody gives a shit, right? They just want to see big burnouts. They want to hear it. They want to have, you know, an awesome experience for the car going down the racetrack.
All the reasons why electric cars suck.
I teed it up for you, dude. Teed it up for you. But the only time that doesn't count is records, right? Record runs people want to see because it shows that somebody has just done something that no matter how talented the group is, they were, at least for that one run, more talented than anybody else that's there, you know?
Yep.
And
so come Saturday when Cody is blistering down the racetrack in white lightning, the whole place is going to go nuts. When you go 5-0s, Cody, I want to hear it from Texas.
Epic.
Dude, I want it to drag
If it goes 5-0s this weekend,
dude,
everybody on my social media is going to know about it. I promise.
Oh yeah.
This is a combination that we were like, Cody put together, and he was like, man, I just want to go 570s with it. You know what I mean? And then we went 570s. Man, I just need to go 550s. You think it'll go 550s? And here we are. You know what I mean? So
right on the cusp.
Are you hauling it down in the toter with you in the stacker?
No, Cody's got his own enclosed trailer, and I think he's taking his kid and a friend, so he's going to take his dad's diesel pusher motorhome and pull it down there.
I'm going to use mom and dad's motorhome.
I don't have enough room to haul 2 race cars and a push car. You know what I mean? So that's why I need to find another trailer.
Yeah,
that's why you need to haul Bubba's Nova, because then you can race it and push the other Nova.
Yeah, there you
go.
I like what you're thinking.
That's true.
Yeah, actually, and you know my thought. I think pushing cars is stupid. You should pull them every time. Pushing is dumb. So pulling cars is way better than pushing cars. Just saying. So okay, David Udy says that Jason Line had the record since like 2015.
Yeah,
that is a long time. Yeah.
I think Alan Johnson was the first one to go 47, and then Jason Line broke it like 2 minutes later or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it went back to back.
Well, and this one will have an asterisk next to it, just like theirs did, because theirs were also like, I think theirs were at Englishtown when it was like 400 or 500 feet below sea level, if I remember right. It was somewhere like
What
that.
was the air on Sunday? I mean, I'd seen people talk like it was 2,400
Yeah.
negative.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
well,
I
I
saw
mean, I know
somebody
that-
say it was 3,500, and Lyle just said it was 2,600 in their.
I know for a fact that I walked by our weather station at some point. I can't remember exactly when, and it was like 2,600 feet below or something crazy like that.
Was that record in qualifying or eliminations?
No, that was in E1 in eliminations round.
Okay, so did I also hear that that round was lost on the tree? I don't mean to rub it in because I'm not the guy to rub that in because I don't.
Yeah, right. No, yeah. So it was actually Erica and Bo Butner, who are teammates, raced each other, and Bo stuffed her in there good and went 002. And
That's wild.
Erica had actually slowed her linkage down that morning to try to keep from going red a little too slow. I think she was 70 something, and I mean it was obviously very close at the stripes. I don't think Bo went, but like 51 at 6:51 or something like that. But Erica lost.
What's interesting about that, that back in the day, that wouldn't have been a record either. Back in the day, you had to back it up. The next run had to be within a certain percentage. And
is
so
that
if
not
you
still
lost,
the case?
I assume no, because they said she got the record and it's official. But unless her previous run in qualifying was close, because your run before can be used to back up the one after.
Well, she went off 40.
That may be why.
It may, maybe that is it.
Yeah. I'd have to look it up. Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I can't remember. But anyway.
Yeah.
Man, that's a little bittersweet than at the end of the track. Oh my.
Almost on suicide watch. You know how I wouldn't be on this podcast tonight. I'd still be doing push-ups in the pits at Gainesville or something like that, trying to make up for it. God, I'd be sick.
Well, it just goes to show you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to cut a light,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep. Well,
we've all learned that lesson the hard way.
Lyle's breaking things.
Exactly.
We talked about this though last week about now, since Lyle's the one that's known for, chopping down the tree, that people were going to play games with him this year and really have to step up their game or whatever. And yet that's not what you saw this weekend. I mean, because he was dead late.
Who?
When you raced Scruggs, right?
No.
I thought he was late. I know you were early, but he was late, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was 50 something.
Yeah. Well, like I said, late. It would have been late if you were in your normal teens late.
I was.
Yeah.
Chad, that's like saying I'm going to just be a faster runner or a better basketball player. It's easy to say.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. But everybody needs to, if you're at this level, if you're trying to be at the most elite level, then guys got to change their stuff. And the truth of the matter is that, one of the advantages that they have, like in a pro stock car, you talk about speeding up the linkage for people that are watching and don't understand. In a pro stock car, they change the clutch linkage for the pedal to change the ratio and the linkage in order to speed up or slow down your reaction time. And they've been doing that forever. And the average car, has 3 or 4 pedal setups in order to be able to change it. And I don't know. I mean, they can change it a few hundredths of a second, either way, depending on what pedal they're using. So you don't get that when you only got one thumb.
Nope.
True story.
I need to change the ratio of my thumb.
Cody, are you going to mow the tree down this weekend?
Man, I ain't very good at mowing the trees down. I need to do a little more practice.
Darn it.
That's not my strong suit.
Dude, hey, you guys have to stand next to the White Lightning while it's in the burnout box. I guarantee you,
I'll be there.
heard I've heard screw blown Hemis that aren't as loud as this thing in the burnout box.
Dude,
I'm not
telling
lying,
you,
dude. I'm not lying.
Pro Charge small block Chevrolet, like that's
Yeah.
essentially what's
I mean, we
same
go to
combo on the
local
wagon. They're
we go to the
stupid
local
loud.
racetrack
Oh.
to do the little small tire stuff they got, and people are running up to the fence after Cody's burnout because they're like, "Holy, who just showed up?"
Yeah,
I mean,
white
this
lightning.
thing
White
sounds
lightning.
like a freaking monster.
I like it whenever I get ready to do it. As soon as I whack the throttle, I can see the people like over to my left, and they're all, straight covering their ears, like,
Yeah.
I got you.
Y'all ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it goes in and does
Oh, that's
nothing.
good.
But hey, it sounds good though. That's it.
It does sound good.
White
Except,
lightning
dude,
coming to party.
if you're live streaming though for like 12 hours a day for 4 days straight, then all you want to do is go like this every time a Pro Charge car comes
Oh
up. 'Cause,
gosh.
God,
I mean, we've
damn.
raced around them forever, but I'm telling you, this one is just like indistinctively loud.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
that's how the wagon is, dude. Daphne's car, it's ridiculous. It's like, why is it this loud? If I don't have a helmet on, I'm pissed off. I'm like, I don't like this car.
Yeah.
It's horrible. God, I don't want to
Speaking of
drive
loud
it on the
cars.
street without a helmet.
I mean,
Oh.
literally,
did
he does
Molly
a burnout,
figure out-
and I just start laughing inside. You know what I mean? It's just so funny to me how loud this 350-inch motor is. I'm just laughing. So,
Doug, did Molly figure out when the Freedom 500 was?
It's April 1st.
Hey.
Cletus and Cars is the next day.
It's on April Fool's Day. Cletus and Cars is the next day.
Appropriate.
You want to talk about a loud MFer? Come stand beside the Bald Regal when you set that thing
Yeah.
up against the limiter for a minute or two. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, we probably need to do some wrenching on it because I think she was a little lame the last time you had her out.
Yeah, but I thought we figured out. Yeah, we might should. Maybe need a set of plugs or.
I should at least look at maybe spark plugs. I think it just does big burnouts and then you shut it off instantly and then leave it.
Yeah.
And drink
Fucking
beer for the rest of the
Regal.
night. Leave it outside overnight.
Yeah, water
Every-
running in the flappers. Yeah.
every trip I made to Florida in the last 6 months to go to Garrett's shop, the Bald Regal sitting over there on flats with 2 brand new tires just throwed on the trunk. You know what I mean? Like it's
Just in case.
getting ready every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't threaten us. Put them tires on.
Yeah. Burn them smooth off.
That is awesome. God. Okay, is there anything else anybody wants to specifically talk about? I've been reading the comments. I don't think there's anybody that's asked any riveting questions we haven't addressed. So if anybody has any questions,
But don't forget, if you need a Bubba's Buddies mug,
Yeah.
dude. Okay,
Doug can hook you up.
what is the how do I get people to Bubba's Buddies? Is it bubbasbuddies.com?
.org.
.org. Okay, so bubbasbuddies.org.
Yep.
Okay, I'm putting
So-
it in the chat.
You get yourself a mug. We'll get them shipped out. You can put beer in them, coffee, whatever you want to drink. You know?
You can just put them on the shelf.
They are a nice mug,
They're
though. aren't they,
decorative.
Lyle? They're like a double
They
cup
are.
of coffee, basically.
Real nice.
Yeah.
But 100% of the money
Durable.
100% of the money goes to our foundation, which is then funding research for it's essentially Lou Gehrig's disease for dogs. You know, they start losing control of all their nerves and stuff, and then it takes over. So
And as a dude who's had friends who have had ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, that is some evil shit.
it is.
And it is an absolutely horrible disease, and I wouldn't want that to happen to any person, and certainly not my dog. That is for sure. So
The cool thing, one last note, is that there's a crossover between what Bubba has and Lou Gehrig, so the research goes both directions towards helping. So
nice.
not only are we helping dogs, we're helping that. So
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. So cool.
That's all.
Okay, so Doug DeLay is asking if I'm going to be around for ADRL Streetcar Super Nationals on May 13th and 14th in Ennis. I am not sure yet, but if I am, I will be announcing it. They've asked me to do that, so I have to look at my schedule tomorrow. So we shall see. If I am, I will be announcing it from the starting line like God intended drag racing to be announced, not from the fucking tower. Where Only dumb things happen. Just saying. I don't need to see the scoreboard on a screen in front of me to tell you what happened. I need to see the marks on the starting line, listen to them pedal, et cetera, et cetera.
I did like when you did that sick week. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, it's my jam. If you had been around during the old NHRA Unleashed days, you would have lost your mind. Announcing from the starting line from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. all by myself. 2 days straight. Yeah, it's awesome. Ask Chad Henderson. That's how he and I met. It's how I met Monty. Dude, we had fun back then. Like, because then you get to interview people and crew chiefs and all this.
You can't have a bad time around Chad and Marie Henderson.
No, you can't.
Nah. If you do, it's because you're an evil bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be around. Sometimes I like to be around them people. It just makes my day better.
Oh, 100%. And I was there when he won his first Wally. I was announcing it there on the starting line. And dude, they're the best people. And man,
family.
God rest his soul, Monty Smith was just like the best with them. And I learned so much from that guy. He was such a great friend, and he sorely missed. I know Chad and I talk about him all the time. And it's just, what a great group of people. They do racing the right way, always family. And apparently if you want to grow corn, nobody on earth knows
Chad
how
Henderson
to do it better.
is your guy.
Jesus. He wins all the he wins every drag race, and he wins all the damn corn competitions too. Red, maybe you need to start growing corn so you can whoop his ass on some corn.
I don't think there's enough corn need to be grown for me to take on that kind of job.
I'm with you.
Either.
Bubba!
Oh my God, Bubba!
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Hey,
them
what's up,
ears.
Bub?
Feeling like a villain.
Dude.
Yes.
Everybody always wants to see Otis or Keekly or Bubba. Like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
The dogs are way cooler than we are.
Way cooler than us people.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to bump off here, guys. I appreciate you having me.
Yep. So are we. Thank you, Dougie Fresh. We do appreciate it. Anytime. You are
Likewise.
welcome. Cody, thank you so much. Red, of course.
Yep.
It's awesome that you guys
We got
joined
work
us.
to do. We got to get White Lightning ready to go.
Yep.
That's good.
Cody, we got to get that vinyl cut. We got to get that vinyl ordered stat.
Yeah. That may
Yes.
be what I got to do tomorrow. I might
That thing
not
can't
go to work.
go on the 2-step without that sticker.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm
You're
feeling a
sick,
little
right,
sick.
Cody? Cody's got, I see.
Yep.
I think you have a
Yep.
fever. Hold
Yep,
on.
got a little fever.
Yep. Would you like me to write you a doctor's note?
I'm gonna need one.
I got the Rona. I got the Rona. I can't go to work. Oh, but then they won't let you come back for 2 weeks. Never mind.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, boys.
Have fun, guys.
If you're
All
close,
right,
come
see
see
y'all.
us at the racetrack, Chad. I'm out of here, buddy.
I will. I'll come see
All right.
y'all.
Say, guys.
See
All
y'all.
right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it. And we will see you next Tuesday. I actually make sure you like and subscribe and follow and do all that shit. I am going to have a Thursday show coming up this week as well. And probably a Friday. Actually, yes, we're going to do a Friday Drag and Drive event again. We're going to do the second of our Drag and Drive specials. So that's going to be this Friday. So like and subscribe and do all those things. We will put up the announcements for those events tomorrow and we'll be good to go. So Lyles, dude. Oh,
Yes,
one
sir.
other thing. Have we heard anything from Biggin yet? They went karting tonight.
No, I haven't heard anything from them yet. In fact, I stopped by there this afternoon and noticed there was nobody down there and just came onto the house. But no, I haven't heard anything yet. So
Yes, they are karting. They had 6 carts in the trailer.
Yeah.
Biggin and Bailey are each driving in 2 classes,
that doesn't surprise me.
and one of them is a 50-lap event.
Yeah, I would say that Bailey is participating in that one, but I could be wrong. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You have been watching Triple B, Beards, Burnouts, and Beer, and we appreciate it. We will see you later.
Later.